My channel. Today we're gonna make the pumpkin spice dough for the empanadas. So let me give you the ingredients. So for my masa, it's gonna be a very simple recipe. We're gonna need half a cup of sugar, 3.5 tablespoons of dry yeast, pinch of salt, or a quarter of a teaspoon. We're gonna need 9 ounces of butter, 1 pound of whole wheat flour. We can use milk, it's gonna be 1 cup, or you can use the syrup where you make your pumpkin. You can use that. And also we're gonna need 2 eggs, 1 whole egg for the dough and 1 beat egg for the to wash our empanadas. And also I'm gonna need some of the Chinese white spice. So this is like the pumpkin spice. So this one has anise, cinnamon, star anise, cloves, ginger, and that's all you have. So pumpkin spice dough. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with my dry ingredients. We're gonna mix it together. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna activate our yeast. So we're gonna feed it with some sugar. Okay. So that way it's going to active. And also I'm going to add more of the syrup. So over here I have a pumpkin. I did some pumpkin and let it dry, let it cool down. So the rest of my juice, my syrup, I'm making a syrup out of it, thick syrup. So I reserve some of the juice so we can use it for my dough. And I'm gonna put a little here so we can activate the yeast. We're gonna move it to the side, okay? So in the meantime, we're gonna do our dough. You can make it by hand, or you can use your mixer if you like. So I'm gonna do it by hand. So make sure you sift it so that way we don't have nothing in there. And we're gonna start with the dry ingredients. So flour and salt. You're gonna combine, and also I'm gonna add some of my spices. So I'm gonna put about a tablespoon. Okay, mix it again. And then we're gonna add the butter. So basically it's like when you're making your mealy dough, similar to that, or your flaky. So you're just gonna break your butter, incorporate to the flour, and then we're gonna knead it. So I'm gonna do all my butter. I'm gonna come back and show you the next step. Okay, now that you have your butter already incorporated to your dough, so now we're going to add the sugar, combine, and also I'm going to add some of the orange zest. This is going to be optional, but this one gives a really good flavor. So especially for this season when we make the pan de muertos, you can use this dough also for the pan, the ofrenda bread. You can use this one. So now you're gonna check your yeast. Look at this, nice and foamy. So that means it's active. So now we're gonna incorporate our whole egg, and also some of the liquid. And we're gonna do by hand, okay? Now we're gonna incorporate everything. We're gonna mix it. You can do it in the mixer if you want, or you can do it by hand, like grandma used to make it before. All around. And then we're gonna come back and show you the final results. So as you can see, this recipe needs a little bit liquid. So this one I got it from a book. And as you can see, it's kind of dry, so it needs a little bit more liquid. So I'm gonna add half a cup of milk because I already did some in my Spanish version. So that's why I tell you guys, learn the technique, because these recipes out of the books, they don't give you the right amount of ingredients. See? Because this dough, it has to be like the pizza dough, you know? You have to work it so that way you get a nice empanada bread. But see, it was a little dry, so I'm just gonna adjust it. See? So I'm just gonna finish kneading. We're gonna let it rest for about 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna show you my pumpkin mermelada that I have for you guys. So this is how you want your masa to look like. Okay, now we're gonna let it rest, and we're gonna cover it with plastic film. Just gonna leave it in the counter for about 20 minutes. Then we're gonna come back and show you the final results. Now we're gonna do the egg wash all around, and then you're gonna have your oven preheated at 400. So we're gonna bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're done, but usually it's gonna be about 15 minutes. So we're gonna put them in the oven, come back and check them. Now you're gonna take them out and let it cool down. See? Beautiful. So hopefully you guys like this video on how to prepare the pumpkin spice empanadas. Don't forget to comment and share, like, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and make sure you share. But this one, make sure you let it cool down because they're very hot. But look at this, beautiful. So I'm gonna let them cool down and then enjoy it with some coffee. Thank you guys, enjoy.